jurisdiction that essentially is not prone to honoring the ICE detainers, and those vary across the country. Our policy is going to be that ICE will instead have the first detainer, and that individual will go into ICE custody and deportation.
So a major reversal by the Obama administration. The Justice Department will now start punishing sanctuary cities for harboring illegal criminal immigrants. Let's bring in Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke. This is a big change. Why do you think they made it?
Don't fall for this. Look, these people are slippery. Everybody in the Obama administration is. The president recently vetoed a bill that would have defunded sanctuary cities. Now all of a sudden they're going to turn around and they're going to go after these cities. How is he going to do it? Congress needs to pass a law to defund it, and that's the way to go at this. Who's he going to prosecute? I don't get this at all. This is nothing more than a sleight of hand.
All right. Well, we'll see if they follow through on the promise. Something obviously needs to be done, especially after what happened in San Francisco. Loretta Lynch has been commenting on Gitmo. She says that the president can't enact his Gitmo plan on his own. I want you to listen to this.
Would you agree that the federal government is prohibited from establishing such facilities and from transferring Guantanamo detainees into the United States or its territories?
Certainly, that is the state of the law most recently passed.
So do you think the president can get around this?
He's done this before. He did it with delaying the Obamacare mandate. He did it with his executive order on gun control. He's done it in other areas as well. The only time that Barack Obama says the word can't is when he looks at Congress and says they can't stop me. Otherwise, that word does not exist. He will find some way to wiggle around this. We will wake up some morning and find out that these detainees have been slipped into the United States and into some a federal prison. That would be catastrophic, because you're going to get some terrorist sympathizer group that's going to go to federal court and say, now that these people are on U.S. soil, they have constitutional rights, which they don't, but you'll find some activist judge that will demand a hearing for habeas corpus. And the next thing you know, these people are going to have to be released into the general population. If I'm one of those terrorists and I'm released, I say, look, you're not sending me back. But Barack Obama does not care about that. He cares about his campaign promise to close Gitmo.
Well, I hope that does not happen, but I think that's a very valid point that you're bringing up about that. Really quick, I did want to ask you about something else that we were covering this morning. Another police officer was shot this week. A Colorado sheriff's deputy was killed by a man. He fired at police. He was being served with an eviction notice. We've had all these attacks on police really just in the last week. What is going on?
Well, it'd be nice to know, but there have been 10 law enforcement officers so far this year that have been shot and killed in the line of duty. We didn't have our first one in 2015 until March, so we're up 1,000%. I have not heard anything from the Attorney General's office on it. I have not heard anything from the White House on it. And, you know, it's pretty obvious to me that war, which I said was declared on the American police officer 2 years ago, is still underway. It's a very dangerous situation for any law enforcement officer. Look, we don't get into this profession to die, but we will if we have to. But for heaven's sakes, I mean, to sit up there, the president will now turn around and probably try to enact some more gun control and blame the gun, when in fact there's no respect for law enforcement anymore. Where people used to just resist, fight, and maybe run from the police, now they're not thinking twice about shooting at the police.
Sheriff David Clarke, an incredible voice on this. Sheriff, thank you.
Thank you.